All right. So we are officially on our coach call here. I am recording as of now. Who's that over there? Who's that? Oh, I see
Linda.
you. Linda. I see you. Look at you on a coach call. Dang it, girl. I'm fire. Working out on our coach calls. That's what's up. All right. Well, good, because I have some really great just content that I got, and it truly has changed my mindset this week. Actually, it changed my mindset like when I listened to it. It didn't change it for the week because I have not implemented yet. But I was telling Julie about it earlier. I do this all the time. I go on this whole long rant with Julie, and then I'm like, wait a minute, I was supposed to talk about that on the call. So here I am talking about it. So if y'all do not listen, to the national wake up calls, if you're trying to build your business straight up, you should listen to them. Like every single time I get off those, I straight up feel so inspired. And I mean, a lot of it has to do with the fact that these were, regular women that started off just like us and found themselves, their business just booming. And then before you know it, they have tons of transactions from all of their challengers. And then bam, they get invited to be on freaking national wake up calls. So pretty amazing. Always inspiring. So I make sure to listen to those. I don't listen to them on Monday because ain't nobody got time for that on Mondays. But I always try at least on Wednesdays, sometimes Thursdays. I was being super productive yesterday, so I listened to it yesterday. Within like 20 minutes, I pulled apart some stuff. So we have quite a few people on here. So I'm going to take a picture because, I got to take a picture. Julie, can you get one too? Thanks. Bye. You always take better pictures than I do. Always. Ready, set, go. Awesome. Okay. So if y'all don't, and I will tell you, I've said this a million different times, I don't follow a shit ton of coaches because it jacks up your algorithm. If you want people to see you on your Instagram, you cannot follow tons of coaches because before you know it, Explorer, you got all coaches on your Explorer. I don't want to see that crap. I'm like, So I had to unfollow any coach. Y'all okay over there? I had to unfollow any coach that was not truly inspiring me because I was literally, I don't even know following since I started Beachbody. So I started eliminating some and only keeping the ones that kind of were either my spirit animals or they just said shit that I wanted to hear or they were getting goals like I wanted. Just people, or they literally inspired me to make posts. Like they would make a post and it would kind of get my creative juices going. Those are the only people I followed. So I probably could count them on my hands who I follow. Of course, I follow my coach, Tanya. I follow Lori Stewart. I follow Letty Dominguez. I follow Becky Brissett, and there might be one other more. I don't follow any more than that. I keep it to a minimum. But, and of course, Ashley Molsted. So I have not been following her for too long, but from what I gathered, because I caught her when she was like straight up PG, like I'm talking big old belly and everything. She was just posting food left and right. I mean, good. I'm talking like pizza, cookies, hot sauce. Like she was posting it all, and I'm just like, oh my gosh. And she'd post workout videos here and there. I mean, she was full on pregnant. And I'm like, dang. And she is number 2 in the company. Oh, hell. And she still was, there was a couple of national wake up calls where she was top Success Club. Like she sold like 100 and Julie, do you remember telling you about Ashley Molsted, like freaking blowing numbers out of the water? I'm like, this girl pregnant, eating whatever the hell she wants, and she is selling challenge packs left and freaking right. Sorry, my forehead is very, very shiny. So I'm just like, what the heck is she doing? I will pick apart and go to certain coaches, like the top 5, and I'll, at some point I probably was following a lot of them, and I'm like, what the heck are they doing to be successful? Well, luckily we get to know them on National Wake Up Call, and she happens to probably be one of my favorite ones. I've listened to Melanie Mitro. She cool and all. I mean, she number 1. That's cool. But she didn't speak to me like Ashley Molstead did, because I feel like she is who I wish I could be. So let me go ahead and start talking about what she was talking about. Is I look back in my feed, and she was talking about just being real AF, like truly being real. Like, yes, we sit here and we talk about our struggles, but she was talking about how we all share this highlight reel, like I can go back in mine. I'm like, okay, so this girl's non-negotiable. She worked out every day. She got the results she wanted. She reads her books, like, so cookie cutter. Did you know that I am so not that girl? I am not that girl, like, at all. But my Instagram shows it. It shows a different person. Like, doesn't show the real me. Doesn't show the girl that every single time, and even in challenges, and y'all probably, I'm about to get really, really real here, but did I post any of my Whataburger posts? Dude, I'm obsessed with Whataburger, y'all. And when I go to Whataburger, I don't only get fries. I don't only Whata-size the fries. I freaking get onion rings on top of that. And I've got to have like 5 ketchups. If y'all are not from this area, wait, where does it stop, Julie? The Whataburger.
It's not here.
It's like stops in Arizona.
Okay. So if you don't know what Whataburger is, babe, what would you say it's like? Like Culver's or something?
You can't compare it.
I don't even know what that is.
Okay, I'm going to start with him because he's all, oh, no, can't compare it. Anyways, he's a hater. He's not from Texas, okay?
Well, no, it's just I've experienced other things.
Okay, so anyways,
Elisa,
you can't compare.
Elisa, hi.
You have to say hi, and then Mom's going to have to go on because I only have a few minutes, okay? You're going to have to go with Daddy for a little bit because I have to concentrate, okay? I'll call you on the next call.
Hi.
Okay, you can get on the next call.
Hi.
Okay.
And that's what I know.
Okay. Go down. Okay, so what I was saying is, have you ever heard me talk about the Whataburger issue? I know I tell Julie because, I mean, I tell her pretty much everything, so she knows. She's like, when I post all this shit, she's like, this bitch just ate Whataburger yesterday. But, well, really, like, have you ever seen me post anything that is totally real? Like, I mean, when Mike makes the whole brownie, I post that I literally ate the whole thing.
I know.
I don't need you chiming in, bro.
Well,
Go to the
I was
room.
upset. I wanted that brownie.
Go to the room. Dominic's like, where'd the brownie go? I'm like, oh, we had to throw it away. It got hard. No. I ate that shit. So am I truly being by myself? No, I'm not. So I'm thinking, oh my gosh, this whole time, I'm not really coming out of my comfort zone. Because guess what? When I first started as a coach, posting a video was, yes, out of my comfort zone. Like, you're there seeing me there in like freaking fast mode, right? Because I'm like totally insecure. Okay. Then I was like, okay, I'm going to do a couple of lives here and there, Okay, I'm going to do a little stories here and there. And it got easier. It got easier and it got easier. And now it's habit. Now it's comfort for me. But posting, like, there's so many times where Julie, we went out to eat. We went to Grub Burger. And I was like, man, this burger looks so pretty. I should totally take a picture of it. Like, why am I not? Why did I not take a picture of it? Why did I not post it? Guess what? Because I was so scared that people were going to be like, oh my gosh, she's eating a burger. Like, she's fallen off, or I don't even know what kind of thing.
We were in a challenge.
There you go. See? There, exactly.
I had Brussels sprouts.
You're a cheater.
I am so, like, I'm not truly real. So I'm like thinking, I'm listening to Ashley and she's like talking about, you need to start posting more about your everyday struggles. And I'm like, oh yeah, I post how I don't want to get up in the morning? Girl, you used to it. Stop lying. Like, you're used to getting up in the morning now. That is not a struggle anymore. I have evolved. I'm not the same person I was 7 or 8 months ago. Like, it is so much more different now. Like, things that I used to struggle with, I don't struggle with anymore. So now I'm in my comfort zone, whether it be with my workouts, whether it had been with my meal plan, or whether it may be with my coaching business. Like, you know, when I first started, all I had to do was post a transformation photo. And people were like, oh my gosh, that shit don't work no more. It doesn't work anymore. I'm not doing things that are taking me out of that little tiny box that I feel so comfortable in. You know, she was talking about how, I get it. You have to have life balance. When was the last time I posted how many freaking, okay, how many times have I told y'all, like, no, I think that was just once. I didn't post anything about my Christmas party, but y'all didn't. Oh, I mean, I was downing those out. I mean, you obviously knew that I couldn't do a sweat session on Saturday because of it. I mean, obviously I got trashed. Did I post anything about that? Did I talk about it? No, other than with y'all, you know? And then I always have rum and Coke here, like always. And that's my drink of choice. And there's days where I literally will make drinks and we lay in bed and that's it. Like, we literally drink drinks in bed. Do I talk about that? No. So my point is that I'm just not sharing enough human moments. And if you feel like, because I know that when I became a coach, I was like, oh, I have to be held to higher standards. I have to be on this pedestal. No, because that's not real. Because that's not what people relate to. People relate to your struggles. They literally relate to the struggles. Like Linda, when you posted about, just the shit that goes on in your life, with your 5,000 kids and, you were doing this.
Bitch.
Matching socks. You know what I mean? Like, stuff like that. Be totally, brutally, unapologetically honest about your life, and just reminding people that you're in the trenches with all of these challengers. We're in it. We struggle. God, if they knew, can you imagine if the challengers truly knew, like, how much we truly struggled as coaches, how inspired they'd probably be. We'd be more relatable to them. We're a little more honest about it. And I know, like I said, I remember there was times where I was talking to Julie. I was like, man, why are they doing that? Why are they posting that? Like, the challenge is going to fall off. Like, that's scary because they're going to be like, oh, I can go out and party too. Well, you know what? Balance. Like, seriously, balance. Don't get me wrong. If you're going out every weekend, you getting all trashed, and then you not showing up to sweat sesh. Okay. I mean, yes, that obviously there's a habit forming, but being real about your life, what you do, where you like to go out to eat, what your kids do. You want to talk about the things that people relate to. So she was talking about when she first started, it was like she signed up to be a discount coach in 2012. And she didn't actually become an actual business building coach till like 2014, like 2 freaking years later. And she said before this was a thing, the whole self-love movement, before it was a thing, she like just posted unapologetically, honest photos. Like, okay, how many photos do we take before we post it? Like, we're like contouring our body all sorts of ways to try and post this photo. How many times do we take that? How many times we were like 20 of them were like, oh, okay, this one's perfect because we sucked in enough, shit like that. She's just talking about how it's not really about how many eyes you have on you, because this one hit home for me because I know that I struggle with, I feel like my warm market has dwindled down for sure, and now I'm trying to reach out more to people that I don't know. And I'm actually going to tell a story. Denise is on the phone right here. Denise was one of my first challengers that I had I didn't know her. I don't even know if we had any mutual friends. Maybe Denise knows, but I remember her popping up on my feed and she was liking it. And I remember clicking on her and she had all these awesome motivational photos and just, shit that I thought she was a coach. And I'm like, oh, this girl's a coach, just another yeah, I have so many random coaches that follow me. But I was just thinking, oh, she's a coach. So one day, I don't even remember how it was. I literally clicked on her, messaged her, and I was like, girl, you are so inspiring. Like, I opened up your photo and I was inspired by you. Are you a coach already? Or I don't even know what I said. I said, are you already a coach? And she was like, no, but I would like to be. And like, after that, look at her. She totally has fit in with us. And we are literally, she's in Laredo. I mean, we've got Heidi on here. I want to say you and Julie met through social media as well, right?
Yeah. She had a tiny house, and I was like really obsessed with them at the time.
Her little tiny house was really cool. I'm not going to lie.
It was amazing.
It was really adorable. So it wasn't really, what she was saying, it wasn't really about how many eyes. It was about what you were showing them. So just really being honest and just really showing your true self, just your true struggles. Like, I can even name a few of y'all's struggles just because we talk about it all the time. Like, Lisa, I know when the kids come in town, I mean, I'm sorry, when I was 18 or 19, I didn't eat no healthy cloud bread. I'm looking at that. I was looking at
Oh, no, that's my excuse because all my kids are fit fam and they all eat healthy. But when they come around, I want that family dinner. And I don't want to cook it. I want to take them somewhere because that's how they grew up. Yeah, so that's me. Yeah, it's a struggle.
Yes, and like, I know Morgan, you got babies. You and Linda both got babies galore. I mean, you got crazy schedules. I mean, when we first all got together, y'all were both in school. And those are the things that people relate to, like our crazy lives. Like, I was reading through some of the—
I want to say something real inappropriate, but I won't.
But hurry up and say it. Everybody knows.
It's because we like to screw. That's why.
Got su mother. But no, that's not true. Y'all got blended families. Calm down. So all I'm saying is that you just truly want to be real. And I've talked about this before, but when she talked about it and the fact that she implements it, like, I've listened to other coaches talk about it, and then I go to their page and I'm like, girl, please. No, Ashley don't play. Julie, you follow Ashley Molstead, right? Anybody follow Ashley Molstead around here? Nobody knows.
I think I might.
Okay, so Vanessa knows what I'm talking about. I mean, she will post her beer, her pizza, of course, she's a brand new mommy. So her whole platform is being a brand new mommy. I mean, we all know a lot of us have been mommies before. I mean, we look like hippopotamuses after. And if you don't, then you're a freak of nature and you're not my friend. But no, seriously, I just feel like if you go to her page, and you don't have to necessarily like her, but go to her page and you will get exactly what I'm talking about. Like the stuff she talks about, I think she truly, does. When she talks about eating and drinking, I think she literally does like eat and drink all the time. But she still shows up every single day for her workouts. She, still drinks her Shakeology. She's top 5 in the company. But it's just because instead of showing this, like I said, highlight reel, she was truly real. She was being, a servant leader, trying to find out what people need, relating to other people. That's what they need to find a benefit in you. How are you going to help them? And from there, I mean, like I've said before, there's no selling anything. You don't need to sell anything. You're just showing your journey. And so many people are watching, and we've said this before, just because people aren't commenting to you or messaging you, begging you for help, does not mean that they're not watching. They truly are. So you just want to show up, but don't show up in a way to where it's only showing you showing up. You want to just be real. So let me see if there's anything else that really, spoke to me here. She was asking how she can wake up and be outrageously amazing for the community. And you start with how you can serve and what you can provide. So, and she is, and that was one of my last posts that I just did about personal development. What are y'all reading right now? I ask this on every call, but sorry, I have no mental capacity right now to remember. Are y'all reading some personal development? What are y'all reading?
Mm-mm.
No?
I'm
Anybody?
reading The Secret.
What are you reading?
I'm rereading The Secret, which I don't know, that's not
Ooh.
really personal development, but that was like one of my
I
favorite
think it
books
is.
a million years ago.
I've seen it before. I've never picked it up and read it.
It's basically like Mind Over Matter, or the book, You're a Badass. It's like saying like the universe is there for you and you need to reach out and grab it and just ask for it instead of just, waiting around.
Well, I'll tell you, obviously I've told you this already. I have a whole laundry list of books that I did not read in 2017. But I'm working on them because I'm almost halfway done with The Slight Edge, thankfully. And then, of course, I'm like really loving the School of Greatness. But The Slight Edge, that one, man, every single time I read something from it, it freaking resonates with me every single time. Oh my gosh, it speaks to me. So I'm there posted on the coach page because I'm like, oh shit, like somebody knew I needed to read this. Like, just remembering, because I know we focus on this all the time, and I was just talking about it earlier, that we seriously sit here and beat ourselves up all the time. We sit here and just, tear ourselves down. Oh, just a reminder. Oh, okay, good. Okay. We tear ourselves down for no reason. We're not perfect. It's not about being perfect. The meal plan, we are not going to be perfect by any means. Dude, we're on day 4. There's like freaking, 84, 80, however many more days to fuck this shit up. Literally. Okay. So, honest truth, same with the workouts. It's going to happen when we're just beat. We're beat and we're going to end up behind, and it is what it is. So we just have to every single day start with a fresh mind and be like, you know what? I'm going to try this again, because all of those small little acts compound to interest, and they will get us to the success that we want. This challenge is not meant to be easy. I feel like, by putting all those people in that coach group, man, it is going to weed people out, like straight up weed people out. It's like, feast or famine, man. I had to turn off notifications on that one because it was bananas in there. So I was like, okay, I am not going to care about other people's, results and what's going on. I'm only going to care about y'all, because that y'all are truly the ones that matter to me. Like, to make sure that the people that I care about the most are getting the results they want. So, y'all do you. Oh, I don't know what a blue container is. Well, read your freaking meal plan and get out of here, Felicia. Like, I can't deal with that. I can't, we all got to be self-sufficient here, okay? We all can read just fine. So, pick up your meal plan. So, okay, well, y'all have anything for me? Oh, I do want y'all to pick up personal development. Try your hardest. If that means a freaking podcast in the background, please try. You got something, Lisa?
I just remembered I'm doing the 5-second journal.
Oh,
It's a journal.
What?
It's really cool. It has little challenges every day. It does not have a to-do list like you normally see. It has a brain dump section where you just write everything that is actually your to-do list off the top of your head. But it makes you assess how you feel and what you can do to fix that. And everything else seems to fall in line. It's really cool. I'm only on the 4th day, and it's really changed some stuff for me.
Nice. So yes, y'all try anything, I tell you, every single time it's kind of like a workout. Every single time I get done with a chapter or, you know, a few pages of my book, I truly never regret it. Ever. Like, ever. I'm like, dude, why don't I make more time for this? This happens all the time, but I do that for flipping everything. I'm always like, why don't I make more time to do this? I'm amazing at it. But seriously, pick one of your books. I know I've sent books to some of y'all, so I know you got them. I don't know if you have them holding a door shut or what. Like, y'all need to pick that shit up and open the book because it truly has changed my life. Like, I'm wondering why I haven't started my children on them already. I mean, you can't do anything wrong with feeding your mind. So, all right, I just kind of wanted to go over what Ashley said because it was some good shit, and I want you to start being real. I know that I'm gonna try my hardest. It's gonna definitely be a struggle for me, but I'm gonna try and be a little more real on my Instagram, like not make it where it's just, you know, like as if I'm perfect, because I am absolutely not perfect by any means, and none of us are. So just be real so people can relate to you. All right, y'all. Well, I'm going to go ahead and end this call so we can jump on the other call, and I can send a little reminder. Oh, actually, you don't have to jump off if y'all are going to be on.
It's the same number, right?
Yes, I use the same meeting code all the time. Bye, Vanessa. Wait, y'all don't have to do. Whoever's staying on for the 80-day session call, go ahead and stay on. All right. So I'll give it a couple of minutes here. Let me send a little reminder to any.
Can I just say that turkey bacon is not on this list of red containers?
Actually, she said that they were going to be changing it. You should probably go back to the list. If you have the list that is, you first printed out when it first came out, you might want to go back to it because, something happened that they had to tweak the food container list. So, all right. So let's see. Let me just do a quick reminder on here for everybody that's going to be on the 80-day call.